For my final episode of Project Profit, I'm making this gorgeous custom console table. This is literally what dreams are made of. I don't know if this is gonna work overall.
I had a sneaky thought.
Oh my god! Oh my god! If you are new here, I'm working on a series called Project Profit, where I typically upcycle secondhand materials to sell, giving all proceeds to charity. So a few days ago, I picked up these beautiful tiles secondhand off of Marketplace. Now these are a Zalige style of tile, as they have these lovely organic edges. And the ones I have here are in a subway shape. And I got about 25 square feet for 50 bucks, which is a steal for this amount of tile. So my design plan where I want to incorporate these tiles is to actually create a console table. And here are some images that I've been using as inspiration for this table. So for the table that I want to make, it will have 2 chunky base legs and then a nice long tempered piece of glass going across on top. Now these tiles of course are already pink, so we're gonna lean into this soft pink. I think a contrasting grout would be nice, but first I gotta get the base built so we can get these tiles onto something. So earlier this morning before coming in to studio, I picked up some scrap plywood that I found from a listing on Marketplace. And since I'm planning to tile, I have no problems using scrap pieces like these. These sheets are about 3.5 by 3.5 feet wide and ½ inch thick. And I'm grabbing a few extra sheets just in case. Plus each sheet is costing me $5 a piece. So I'm definitely saving a lot here too. Okay, so we have all of our pieces cut out to start building the base, and I measured these to the specific tiles that I'm using, but also important to keep in mind, because I want this to be a square at the top once we put it all together, because my plywood is ½ inch thick, I made 2 pieces that were 10 inches and 2 pieces that were 9 inches. If I wanted to cut these on 45-degree angles, I would have cut them all the same, but this is to account for that. And with some 3/4 inch brad nails in my brad nailer and a friend helping me hold, I'm gonna add some nails. You know when you have glue in your hands? Okay, so one of our base pedestals has all been put together, but I want to make a top piece for it as well. So I just took a second to look in our storage room for some scrap materials that I could use. And I don't want to use the plywood that I found for this. One, because I think I'm gonna paint it ideally on the top. And when I go to do that, I don't want to risk seeing the grain through the paint at all. So I actually found some scrap drywall. Drywall is perfect for this. 1, because it's easy to cut. 2, it's really smooth. And 3, our tile is gonna stick really well to this. Just in case our square isn't perfect, I'm actually just gonna trace the pedestal right on top of here with a pencil. And then to cut, it's actually really easy. Going in with a utility knife and a straight edge, I'm just going to score the material and then bring it over the edge of my table to snap it away. And it just breaks, it's really easy. And then we have a lovely top like this. And I'm just going to attach this the same way we did everything else, wood glue and brad nails. Over time, I don't know how I feel about this, but once we go to put the tile on as well as the grout, this is really gonna hold this top piece on. So our base is looking really good though. We just gotta build another one. I'm never safe from the wood glue. Okay, it's a new DIY jacket. That is actually how I designate my work clothes. Once I get something on them, it becomes work clothing. I'm almost done this base, but once it's finished, tomorrow we'll glue the tiles on. Okay, so I'm super happy with how these bases are looking, and my goal for today will be getting all the tile glued onto these. So something that I notice with tiled corners, and let me show you, when they go to butt up, it's gonna be something like this. The problem that I'm noticing with this is that the line of grout between the corners here is like much wider, and it's not very balanced in comparison to the rest of the grout lines on the piece. So I have a solve for this. So whereas yesterday I didn't use a 45-degree angle to put these together, today I want to add a 45-degree angle to one side of each tile. Well, a large number of these tiles. And I went ahead and did that already. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So now when we put them together, you can see the line of which they meet. There's like a lot less space between them. Now to get this angle, I just went into the storage room and found the lowest grit sandpaper that I could find. And I'm essentially just going to be like filing this angle. One straight edge and pretty much just run it over the sandpaper. Super easy. It only takes me about a minute to do each tile, and I'm not expecting perfection. Thankfully, these already have quite organic edges, but I only need to do this 64 more times. So let's get to sanding. And whenever I feel like my sandpaper's had enough, I will just switch it out for a new one. So strong after this. Okay, I just want to try something. I've got some scrap canvas here just to protect the tile. I'm clamping it to the table. I don't know if the mouse sander is necessarily faster, but if we're talking manual versus machine, it's definitely less tiring. And then I just have this float with some more sandpaper on it, and this will just even out what we just did. I was sanding too hard. We have one casualty. And unfortunately, it was one of the sanded ones. Okay, now that 64 tiles have somewhat of a 45-degree angle on one side, and my shoes have seemed to turn a new shade of pink, I'm gonna get all this dust cleaned up, and then we can move on. Now with some leftover tile glue we had in our storage room, I'm going to apply this to the plywood box. This is actually my first time free stacking tiles like this, but as you can see, I'm just pressing it into the glue. Okay, so I figured out a pattern that perfectly fits. Everything has been measured correctly, thank goodness. I've decided that I want to do all these corners first. That way when I go to lay the tiles in the center, I can just actually evenly space them that way. Love when the maths are mathing. Okay, I just finished tiling our first pedestal and this thing is looking incredible. I simply just love the style of these Liske tiles. I've actually always wanted to find a way to incorporate these. Unfortunately, I just don't own a home. I rent. Speaking of rentals though, I'm actually moving into a new one really soon and I cannot wait to be decorating. And if you caught the episode a couple weeks ago from the workshop floor, you would have already heard this announcement. So if you want announcements like those, are you watching from the workshop floor? Anyway, I am really excited to start decorating the new apartment and unfortunately won't be adding any Liske tiles. But I got more to add to the second pedestal, so let's do that. And then I'm done for today. Good morning! I am so happy with the progress that was made on the console table over the past few days. Right now I'm heading to the hardware store to go grab some grout so we can start filling in between all of those beautiful tiles that we laid yesterday. All right, let's get back to the studio, right? darker colored grout because I really want it to give contrast around these organic edges that we have. The color that I found in store is called Pale Umber, and I do like this tone, but I actually wish it was a little bit warmer on like the orangier side. So what I'm thinking is, in our storage room, we have some of this natural color pigment, and it's this really nice kind of like, this one's actually burnt umber. So we got pale umber and we've got burnt umber. And I'm thinking if I just add a little bit of this to our mix here, it's gonna help really just warm up this grout. I've actually never done this before, so I'm gonna have to figure out ratios, and I'll probably work in small batches, but let's give it a try. Okay, so I have a mixing bowl here and just some tools for measuring. I'm starting out with 2 cups because I decided to, and hopefully I don't regret this. I think I'm just gonna start with 1 tablespoon of our copper color. Now I really want this to be evenly combined, so that's why I'm mixing it in a container so we can really shake it up and also control the dust. So let's just while the dust is out. Okay, it's definitely darker. Okay, so 2 cups, 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna mix up just a little bit of this and see what color we get. I actually think that once it dries, the color is gonna be more true to this powder than it is gonna be to the wet mix anyway, but let's let some dry. Okay, I put a bit too much water, but I wanna test this between some tiles. It's giving Neapolitan ice cream right now, and I don't know if that's a good thing. Okay, it's not fully dry, but in the process of waiting, I've decided to go with the custom color we've made. So let's mix up a big batch. Nothing new here, just gonna take my float and push our grout mix into these crevasses. I hope it's the okay color. We have no choice, we're just going in. I think it will look good. No, I know it will look good. It's gonna look so good. Are you gonna look good? Me too, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, why am I surprised? Yeah, of course.
I mean, I know I say this every single time, but of all the Project Profits, I feel like this is my favorite. I like wish I wouldn't have to sell it.
It's for charity.
I know. It's the best.
It's the last one.
I know.
Big hurrah.
Honestly, a great final piece.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm obsessed also.
Beautiful. Good job. Keep going. Good luck. Kelsey here. Hold on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I had a sneaky thought. So Rachel's in here working on her next Project Profit piece, and she's saying how much she loves it, and she's sad that she has to sell it. And since this is her last piece, and she's literally getting a new apartment, what if we secretly purchase this piece for her?
I love that idea. That's so good.
Yeah.
How are we gonna do it?
I think since Anne helps with the whole selling process, I think I'll make sure Anne's in on the plan, and then when it goes to sell, Anne can just let Rachel know it's been sold, and she won't know it's us until we pick it up.
Yes. Okay. I love that. She's gonna be so surprised.
Oh my god, and she'll just be so happy that she gets to keep the piece in the end.
And I figure we can round up if there's a donation she's close to hitting too.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Ah! I love surprises. I'm so excited.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
This thing is looking incredible. I decided I don't want to show you guys anymore because I want to kind of leave a little bit of a surprise when I go to style these. We'll be finishing this up to take some pictures to post on Marketplace. And I gotta say, I'm gonna be pretty jealous of the person who ends up purchasing this table because I am just obsessed. Earlier in the week, I found this listing for a piece of tempered glass on Marketplace, so I'm gonna go pick that up later on this evening. And to celebrate almost being finished, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a little bubble tea. Watch the sunset. Okay, the grout has dried and I'm still obsessed. The grout isn't as much of a burnt orange as I maybe would have hoped, but I did fully run out of our pigment dye. I still have a little bit to do. I want to treat the tops of these, and I'm thinking of checking out the storage room for any leftover paint. I might just mix up a custom color, try and match this grout. Can you guys hear the chaos right now? There's a spider ascending onto your head. Okay, I was able to match the paint pretty well. I'm thinking of doing a second coat, but actually adding grout to this mix might be nice to add some texture. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, now that that is dry, our final step, just to suspend the glass from this top base, I don't want it resting directly on the tile, I'm gonna throw in these clear vinyl bumpers.
That was easy.
Now I just need to style this piece and take some photos so I can get this thing listed on Marketplace to sell. All right, so that's posted, and I did mention in the last Project Profit that I would update you when our cocktail kit as well as the light dimmers sold. They haven't yet. Sometimes it is a waiting game with these items. I have a feeling that this console table though is going to sell very quickly.
Hey, so you might not know this, but for Project Profit, I handle all the listings on Facebook Marketplace, and Rachael doesn't know this, but we're going to be surprising her with buying the console table from her. So I have the girls arriving and we're going to surprise her now with it. She has no idea.
Okay, hi guys, we're outside of our studio and we are ready to surprise Rachael.
She doesn't even know we're here today.
No, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Let's go see what she thinks.
Hey, Rach. Yeah.
Okay.
So someone actually bought the console table.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I know. And they're like arriving now.
I thought they were.
I know they usually don't pick it up here, but they had like no other option. So they're going to be arriving soon. So do you mind opening the garage door first?
Yeah. Great. Hi. I thought you guys were in today.
Well, we weren't. This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a nice table.
Yeah.
I think we want to buy it.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's stunning.
No, we're here to buy this table. For you!
For me? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I love it!
Also, we know it's the last episode of Project Profit for now, so we thought it would be nice to round the series out by buying you something. And also, how much have you made so far?
Okay, Project Profit has made $3,079.81 in total so far.
That's amazing, and we want to get it even higher, maybe to a nice round number of 3,500. So we'll buy the table for whatever that is, plus all your materials, to get you to a final $3,500 of Project Profit. Profits!
You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
You did such a great job with Project Profit. We're so proud of you.
First things first, I need to start stripping. Project Profit potential. Only the furniture could talk. I really am enjoying this a lot. You look at an item and perhaps tragically believe, I can make that. Ah, what's happening? Facebook Marketplace. I'm just saying. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with me. I'm honestly pretty sad to be leaving Project Profit behind, but I'm also really excited to be working on the new series, which will be following me as I transform my new cozy loft apartment rental into my dream space, which I am currently standing in. And so if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button because the first episode will be an empty apartment tour. And I am so excited to finally show you guys this space. And the team and I have been thinking of calling the new series Rachel's Rental or Rachel's rental? Is it too much like Project Profit, or is that a good thing? Anyway, let us know in the comments what you think the new series should be called, and I'll see you in the first episode. Bye!